From the 17th century to the 19th century, wooden warships carried cannon as their primary offensive weapons. In order to avoid damage from their enormous recoil when fired, they were mounted on rollers and secured with rope. A loose cannon was just what it sounds like. That is, a cannon that had become free of its restraints and was rolling dangerously about the deck. As with many nautical phrases, the use of loose cannon owes something to the imagination, as no evidence has come to light to indicate that the phrase was used by sailors in the days that the ships actually carried the cannons. The imagination in question belonged to Victor Hugo, who set the scene in the novel 93, 1874. A translation of the French original describes cannons being tossed about following a violent incident aboard ship. The carronade, hurled forward by the pitching, dashing into this knot of men, and crushed 4 at the first blow, then flung back and shot out anew by the rolling. It cut 2 a 5th poor fellow. The enormous cannon was left alone. She was given up to herself. She was her own mistress, and mistress of the vessel. She could do what she willed with both. Why do I bring any of this up? Does this give us an idea what to expect of this weapon in today's video? The answer is plain and simple. No. I just wanted to give you some useless information. But how about some useful info about the loose cannon weapon in Team Fortress 2? Many call this weapon overpowered, and they might be correct. But let's discover the truth in the matter. But first, some history. This weapon was added to the workshop under the name the Loose Cannon. The Loose Cannon was created by Doozy, who also has made some keys and some other hats. The weapon was added to the game on December 20th, 2012, which was the Mecha update. Yo, Doozy, you wanna teach me how to make some of this stuff maybe? I kind of have some ideas I'm throwing around, you know? I really appreciate it. Doozy, please? But now we go on to some more useful information. Let us read off the stats of this cannonball launcher. 1. Cannonballs have a fuse time of 1 second. Fuses can be primed to explode earlier by holding down the fire key. 2. Plus 20% projectile speed. 3. Cannonballs push players back on impact. 4. Cannonballs do not explode on impact. 5. Double donk. Bomb explosions after a cannonball impact will deal mini crits to the impact victims. Now let's form our strategy. A 1 second fuse time means we'll have to keep track of where we can hit. The range might be the same since they're faster projectile speed, but it's still something we gotta keep in mind. Since grenades do not explode on impact, we need to remember what the damage will be under this new damage strategy. This is quite different, so get your notes ready. When a cannonball impacts a player, it'll do 50 damage. The base splash damage is 60, which will come into play if the grenade explodes mid-air. Now if you combine the two damages, factor in fall-offs, and remember that double donks cause mini crits, the damage can range from 100 to 140. Again, that depends on fall-offs. At this point, many would call it quite overpowered. It ain't too bad. I mean, it can't one-shot every class. It can only one-shot Scout, Engineer, Sniper, and Spy. Okay, I see why everybody's mad. But think about this. This fuse time is only 0.2 seconds faster than 2 grenade launcher shots. 2 that'll kill the classes that I just mentioned and some more. And the loose cannon will only one-shot if he can hit the classes. You have to not only predict where an enemy is going, but also cook the cannonball perfectly so that the class does not just get knocked away. Besides, if a sniper or engineer are in close range to you, they might be out of place. Scouts are hard to hit, and spies that give away their positions are already dead. But that doesn't mean I don't think it could be nerfed softly to make it better. Maybe make its projectile speed a little bit less to shorten the range. But you know what? It still isn't a weapon that anyone can be good at. Sure, in the right hands it can be a team wrecker, but that takes some time to learn, and the stock is just so much more reliable. I'm sure it'll be nerfed in the Pyro update when it comes out in the next 3 years or so, but it ain't too bad. Why does everyone claim that demo is overpowered when scouts can pick anything off that isn't a heavy in seconds? No one seems angry there. But that's enough out of me. Tell me what you think about the loose cannon in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been HR Prime. Thanks for your time. God bless, and happy gaming.